All right, everybody. We are here to talk about those three big fight events actually happening yesterday. We had a Bellator event. We had a UFC in Auckland, New Zealand, where my brother is, my baby bro, spending the year there. We had of course, the biggest fight being a WBC Championship heavyweight title bout. I made two predictions. I told you have to follow me everywhere. They were strictly on Twitter and Instagram, and I did it on Facebook as well, actually. Two prediction. I got one for one. So I did predictions on the main event of the UFC and the main event, of course, of the boxing match. And we're going to go ahead and start with that because that was by far the biggest event that happened yesterday. So, well, I did not get my pick. And no! WBC heavyweight champion, Mr. Tyson Fury. He successfully defeated Mr. Deontay Wilder, stopping he had 10 championship title defenses in a row. Tyson cut that short. He was tied with Muhammad Ali, not going to break that record. And new Tyson undefeated, handing Deontay Wilder his first loss. Let's get into it. Okay. So if you saw on Instagram or on Twitter when I did my little 1 minute prediction video there, I did say with my analysis that Tyson Fury would have to up his offensive output, try to move quicker, try to smother him more, which I definitely think he attacked Deontay Wilder. I believe he won the first round. He upped his offensive output. I thought he moved more. I thought he had more effective punches. The last fight, I thought he did a lot of wasted movement. This time it seemed like everything mattered. He was able to overwhelm Deontay. He was able to strike first with Deontay with the more effective shots first in that first round. He had Deontay backpedaling. I definitely think that he had a jump on this fight. So that first round goes to Fury. The second round I actually think goes to Wilder slightly because that's when he started connecting with that right hand. I believe he landed more effective shots, although I would have to see the numbers there because that round was close as well. They was all tangled up at the end of that round. Like this was already making itself up to be a great fight. Like these two big boys was going at it. Tyson looked huge. Apparently Deontay gained some weight as well. He started off fine. Quite frankly, I don't. If people are saying, "Oh, he started off," he seemed like he was gassed already. I'm not quite sure if it was that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this third round. Okay, the third round. So Tyson in the first and second round already landed some shots to, it was some Deontay's left ear. Had already landed some shots to Deontay's left ear because I watched it twice, so I really noticed on the second time that I was watching it. Third round, of course, is when he landed the most devastating shot to that left ear, which actually knocked Deontay down. And we saw blood start to stream down from the ear. I'm too excited. Let me calm myself down here. We started to see blood stream down from the ear after that knockdown, the first knockdown there in round 3. Then there was a second one. I believe it was more of a trip up. Their legs seemed to get entangled and he seemed to fall back again, Deontay that is. But ever since that first knockdown with the blood streaming, his legs just simply weren't there. His equilibrium was off. I don't know if it was a ruptured eardrum. That's what I would like to confirm. So someone please let me know. Did Deontay Wilder rupture his eardrum? If so, your equilibrium is pretty much shot. For me, it was a matter of time after I saw that happen. I was like, oh, he's done. He's not going to be able to get his legs back fully. Your balance is off. All of that. You know, his punches, his power comes from his legs, especially being a smaller person. So again, unfortunately for me, I was like, oh, I think it's a matter of time. So third round ends and the next few rounds, it's all Tyson Fury dominating rounds. Every time he lands a punch, Deontay's trying his best to stay standing. He's wrapping him up, trying to mitigate the damage. That way he's only taking a few shots and then he's wrapping him up. There was some shots after the ref would be like break and they would hit each other. There's some couple of shots to the back of the head. The ref ended up taking a point away from Tyson Fury, I believe, in round 6, because I believe that's where the other two knockdowns came, was round 6 there. It didn't really matter because we had knockdowns there. We had a nice knockdown with a body shot while moving, knocked him down with that as well. Again, after that third round with the blood streaming from the ear, Deontay just simply was no longer really in control. He was just surviving, and you could tell, again, if you rupture your eardrum, your equilibrium, your balance, all of that is shot. So kudos to Deontay Wilder for being as tough as he was. The knockdowns that happened, he did pop back up. He didn't actually get knocked all the way cold out the way he did Tyson. And it took all the way to round number 7 for this to finally get stopped with his, so Tyson gets him up against the ropes and he's landing some serious shots. This is after already getting up against the corner in the last round. A few times landing shots. Again, Deontay's trying to hold him, trying to wrap him up, but really all he's doing is surviving. So this is round 7, gets him up against the ropes, lands a flurry of shots. Deontay Wilder's team throws in the towel. Ref stops the fight. And new. So great performance for Tyson Fury. Again, you can't blame anything on the ruptured eardrum because the ruptured eardrum happened due to a punch, a legal punch that was landed by Tyson Fury. So he caused that. So congratulations. And the new. And as far as his, I think it was Max Kellerman who said they shouldn't have thrown it in the towel. Yes, Max, they should have. You have a possible injury. I don't know how ruptured eardrums heal, if you can actually get back fully from that. Someone let me know. Again, trying to confirm if that's actually what it is. But you have steady blood streaming from the ear. I'm still messing it up. I mean, he clearly doesn't have his legs back. He's just surviving. He's taking a lot of punishment, as we know, as far as CTE. It's not necessarily the big blows, the knockout punches, the punches that make you concuss that are the main culprit of CTE. It's actually the smaller shots that don't register as concussions, that don't put you out, that you continuously take. Those are the main culprit of CTE. So there is no reason for him to continue fighting at this point. He's not going to come back. I completely agree with his corner throwing in the towel. So let me know, again, trying to confirm, did he in fact rupture his eardrum? Either way, there is a rematch clause. I don't know how eardrums heal, again. So give me all that information on that. Is that what happened? How do eardrums heal? What's the length of time with the rematch? Because I know sometimes it has to happen in a certain length of time. All of that information, we're going to be, let me know. All the information on the fallout from this. I mean, I believe he was the underdog. The crowd was even silent at one point. I was definitely silent. I was like, So great, spectacular win for Tyson Fury. Now, on to the pick I did get. I made a pick for the main event of the UFC in Auckland, New Zealand card. I chose Dan Hooker to beat Paul Felder. He did. Was it a split decision? I just blanked on whether it was not a split decision. And I have to admit, you guys, this happened like early on in the day. And I was actually preparing to leave for the Deontay and Wilder fight. So I was doing things. So I was watching, but kind of half watching. But honestly, I'm going to have to watch it again because I'm not quite so sure that Dan Hooker won the fight. I got the pick, but honestly, the first round, yes, he won that. I thought he was landing more. I thought he was first to the punch. I thought he jumped on him. I thought that he got the better, he was able to measure the distance better. I thought he got a hold of that first. So I definitely believe Dan Hooker won the first round and probably the second as well. But I thought that Paul Felder started to get a hold of this fight, started to figure out his range, his distance, and what worked. Now, I think that obviously Paul Felder was wearing it more. He was bloodied up, but we also know that that could simply be a scar tissue issue. Some people, you look at them hard enough and they bleed. Other ones, you kick them right in the face and they don't even swell, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean that he's winning the fight. That's why I said I have to watch this again and fully pay attention while I'm not like getting dressed and all that kind of stuff. So again, I dropped the ball on that one. But just from what I was watching it, not fully paying attention, I was like, I wasn't so sure that Dan Hooker got that. So let me know what you guys felt about that. Was it a clear victory for Dan Hooker? How so? If not, of course, how did you feel? And who should Dan Hooker fight next? So that's the end of that. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like I said, where I do additional picks and things, but I don't have time to visit everybody on YouTube like I did with these last 2 fights. So you have to follow me everywhere. And please comment again. Let me know about the information with Deontay Wilder and how you felt about the Paul Felder fight. I actually, the card, there was like a knockout that happened. There was the Kowalkiewicz fight. The other girl, she lost, or she lost to the other chick. Yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to watch that whole event, y'all. I got to really watch it without getting ready. So let me know how you felt. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on Snapchat. Subscribe, like, talk to me, take care, and goodbye.